Soucouyant is essentially about the relationship between a mother with dementia and her son. And the novel attempts to capture some of the conflict and turmoil that one has when watching one's loved one unbecome through dementia. The title of my novel, Soucouyant, in fact, is a word from the certain islands of the English-speaking Caribbean. And a Soucouyant is an evil spirit that is a type of vampire, a female vampire, who visits you in the night and sucks your blood. And I guess I chose that as a title to represent the past as spectral, as somewhat seductive, as vampires often are, and of course as something that can be scary. Toronto is very important to the novel, in the first place because it's the city that the mother in the novel arrives in the early 60s. And that, of course, was a Toronto that was very different from the Toronto we know now. And I wanted to just represent what Toronto, the experience of Toronto might mean to a person like that coming to Toronto at that particular time. More specifically, the novel's set in Scarborough and in far east Scarborough, where we are right now. This is such a beautiful, beautiful spot of Toronto. And I think the novel was written to represent both that feeling of connection to the place's beauty, but also think through those feelings of contradictory feelings of belonging and unbelonging that I felt for most of my life. The Toronto Book Awards are important because they direct our attention to the enormously complex and diverse cultural landscape of this city. And I think most writers and readers and just people who live in the city know that Toronto is more mysterious, that there are more stories and voices out there waiting to be heard than we can imagine.